Hey Art Fam, it did it again. My computer did not record my mug, and I combed my hair and everything. So enjoy my little emoji con, and I might have to make a t-shirt of this guy because he is my proxy and he is here to save the day. Alright, I really like this collage, I hope you enjoy it too. Cheers. Hello Art Fam, it's Luis Martin, the art engineer, and welcome to the safe space where we take the low risk, high reward that is collage. And really, it's just about being creative, right? So let's jump in and be creative. This is the summer prompts number 6, I believe. We have 14, so we're just beginning. So get comfortable, share, tell your friends, like, subscribe, and all that wonderful stuff that we do to keep the party going. Hashtag sand. How tactile, right? Like what a difficult thing to approach, but not really. When I think of sand, like I said in the last video, I really think of the feeling of sand on my bare feet when I'm walking down the beach. And then I think of the sand in my shoes once I'm trying to get back to the hotel. At any rate, it's a beautiful thing when you can use sensory memory, right? Because it takes you right. Like I was just in Miami a second ago before it was ugly. Much love to Florida. Anyway, I'm glad you're here. Okay, so look what I got. I got a Times magazine from January 1st, 1979. Man of the Year, Tang Xiaoping. I don't know enough to speak about this man, but I do love an age face. Oh my, look, this still has the address of the person, Mr. Jerry Mees from Iowa City. Woo! Thank you. All right, so let's see what I find. I have a hard time looking at these because, for many reasons, representation, cigarette ads, which I actually love. Not triggering, but you know, I've been known to enjoy a cigarette here and there. But you know what's interesting? So if you are a member of the Collage Kits, go to collagedream.com, pick up your membership. We send these kits, and in the July kits, you're actually going to get some 1979 paraphernalia? No. Some paper, ephemera. That's the word I was thinking about. Ephemera, and it's interesting because even if you don't use it, you get it's a nice little snapshot of our past, and then we realize nothing is new under the sun, right? So like war been happening, corruption been happening. So let's not freak out. But I will say, break the system, right? This is beautiful. I love this. Oh my, here's something that doesn't happen anymore. Books. Look, when was the last time you saw an ad for a book in a magazine? So that's cool. Look how beautiful she is. Okay, this is beautiful. Visionary of a New China. And so read whatever little piece of article you got and see what happens, right? Yesterday, while I was cutting them out, I saw this, right? And it says, preaching pan Isis and Om. That witch next door may be just a friendly neo-pagan. Hi. So I thought it was interesting because we're talking about this resurgence of like new age magic, which we all love. So it's nice to get their take on it from 1979. And then actually my friend in India was like, Om is ours. We use it as a sacred sound for this and that. And I'm like, yeah, we're American. We appropriate and take everything to create our own. Which, you know, if you do it respectfully, it's perfectly fine. But I thought that was a beautiful thing. So, how are you? What have you been up to? I do love this car. I've always wanted a Rabbit. Well, I wanted a Malibu, but I'd be happy with a wagon, with a little Volkswagen Rabbit. Oh, I don't have a car. I live in New York, right? Look at these. Oh man, I could just kind of look at this all day. Look at this all day. It's a Buick. It's a Buick. Okay, so sand. I thought, you know me, I like to go deep in sand. When I thought of sand, I thought like this, an hourglass, right? The sand in an hourglass, how it kind of looks like the infinity sign and time is a construct, right? It's not really kept in this beautiful little glass thing. We can shatter it and escape time, really. We went deep, and what is this? It's not even 10 minutes in and we're already talking about this. Look at this beautiful image. It's what, a copy machine or something, or a printer? God, that's beautiful. I just love the crisp black and white, like the charcoaly. Oof. Okay, maybe I'll use it, maybe I won't. What is this man selling me? I don't care. Okay. Tip, 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 tip. Oh. You will never know, kids, the satisfaction and the turmoil of developing film and getting these prints back. Some that were blurry, some that were cropped oddly. But I used to love that. I mean, I still do it, but... Oh, look at this. Oh, who's that guy? Blah. Okay, this is an interesting... Oh my. Okay. We know that guy. Where are my neo-pagans in this episode? Look at this. Isn't that a beautiful painting? Back when they hired artists to do these things? How interesting. Actually, in the July kit, you also get alternative posters to Hollywood movies that were made by artists. Guys, I got you covered. Okay, so I'm just gonna figure it out. Promise kept. Love that. Oh, all-American guy. So what I was thinking, if I can find a sand or a beach, well, I know I have beaches in my magazines because that's one of my favorites. I thought I could use this text because it's kind of brown already, you know, because it's so old. Okay, isn't this the most beautiful picture of a hamburger? I would never eat this. Yes, I would, but because it's from McDonald's. But look at that. That's just so well photographed, right? Distractions. Okay. I don't know. Now I'm kind of intrigued by this hamburger. What are you eating? Should I tell you what the next prompt is? I think I'm gonna have to mix, you guys. I think I'm gonna have to mix. Okay, so I did like this, and I like promises kept. So one of the prompts coming up, I don't even know if it's next week, but it's coming up, so get ready for it. Are you ready for it? It's cookout. Cookout. Like a picnic, cookout. Okay, so I don't go to the cookouts, I stay home, but I know it's a fun word that encourages, I don't know, loud music. Listen, I'm a curmudgeon. Unless it's Sade, keep it down. Actually, no, I do enjoy house. Okay, that is beautiful. Love that. I have my substrate. I have this guy that was really exciting. Oh, see, okay, you only need two things to really get the ball rolling and have a conversation. You know how my mind thinks. I'm already kind of like telling a story. So it says promises kept, and there's two glasses, and there's a Mr. and Mrs. C. Spalding. And it's like, oh, they're having like a moment, they're celebrating or an anniversary. How beautiful, right? I mean, and I'm talking about the sands of time. Oh, let me go with this, you guys. I mean, this might be the ugliest collage I've ever made, but I'm really loving the sentiment. And it kind of goes with the guest artist. More to come. All right, let me get my... Ouch, little thingamabobs. I banged this ring on everything. I'm so happy it hasn't broken. I just banged it on my thing. And I snored it. All right, let's see, where is this taking us? Okay, what have you done so far? Are you happy with the summer? It is a little hazy outside from the smoke in Canada. I hope everyone in Canada is okay. Joanne LaFrance, let us know you're doing okay. And love to everyone. I don't know what else to say. But it's okay. It's okay. So as I said, I have guests coming this summer. My beloved friend Jennifer from middle school. We know each other since middle school. Came and left, had a great time. I love connecting with her. So what I had wanted to do, right, is I wanted to cut little pieces of this. So this was the sand. And let me just lean into this. Bear with, right? Bear with. Now, you know I love a monochrome collage, a black and white collage. But somehow or the other, what's gonna get in there? Pink, at some point. So, anyway, my friend came over. She's this amazing woman, super successful. She's a teacher, she's an educator, a thinker, I mean, a powerhouse. And one thing I like to do, which I encourage you to do actually, because we all have these phones, right? I'm literally doing this with my phone. I like to do snapshots and postcards, video postcards of family and friends. And I made one of her. And basically what it is I just ask her a few questions. You've probably seen 1,000 or 101 questions on Vogue. It has that feel. I just, super casual, informal, and I videotape her, and I record her and asking her some questions. And I've done this in the past, and it's beautiful because, my husband's father passed away a few years ago of cancer, and it's nice to have that moment in time where it was just kind of like candid, but still very much an interview. So I get to keep these things and share them with people because it was a life worth telling and sharing, right? So at any rate, one of the questions I asked Ileana O was this, and see if you can answer this for yourself as well, or ask other people. In my research about success, one of the qualifying markers of success is to think about it in this way. What would your 16-year-old self think of you right now, where you are currently as an adult? And we both had a really good time because we met when we were probably 16 or a little bit younger. And we come from rough places, And I'm not saying that as like, look how cool I am that I survived, or look how cool I am that I have street cred, but we made it out, is what I'm trying to say. So she was really excited. I was really excited because if that is the measure of success, then fuck yeah. I feel my 16-year-old self feels very proud that I'm wearing a pink shirt, that there's a butterfly over here, there's a little devil over there, there's books and records, yes! So ask yourself that, right? And if for whatever reason, you don't have pink, and if for whatever reason you don't feel that way, change it. What would that look like? What would that look like as I look for my hole puncher? Because, we can totally change. I know, I'm super bossy and I'm super... I love telling people what to do. Listen, but if you need the guidance, I'm more than happy. Gee, my hole puncher has disappeared. It's on strike. Okay, there's nothing scarier than this. The top of a beautiful marker that is now somewhere drying. Oh, found it. Oh. I have really sad news, you guys. I don't know what happened while said friend was here. I know it wasn't her, but I don't know if the building shifted or something, but I have a painting of Elvis in my studio and it fell. And what did it fall on? My record player. So, my record player is dead. We have a live today. I don't know what's gonna happen. We're gonna collage in silence. But no, so I've been looking, so there's a really cool store by my house, and it's actually a recording studio. And let me get my bearings here. Where is my frenemy? And they sell records. So I went in today and I bought a book or two, and I asked, they seem very knowledgeable, and I was like, hey, my Crosley just died, and he said, good. I was like, okay. He's like, those are not good for your records. They, scratch them, and they're not good. They're fun, but they're not good for your records if you're serious. And me, I've gone all in. I've been buying rather pricey records, I just got the Sade box set. Elvis gave it to me for my birthday. At any rate, so he's like, I can recommend this. And of course he looks it up and it's, you know, $2,000 for like the whole kit and caboodle. You should use that word. As I tell you what to do. Use that word, kit and caboodle. You'll be the bee's knees in the conversation. All right, I've lost it, and it's only 15 minutes in. Okay, so I'm a romantic at heart, so I love this idea. I love this idea. Listen, I'm not about staying in relationships that don't work, but if you can work it out, work it out. That was my love advice. Okay, well, that'll be the segue. Check out what this artist did with the hashtag prompt sand. Do you recognize him?
Hi, Elvis here, aka Chunky Baker, and I was doing a collage for hashtag sand, and here it is. So my concept for sand was basically like a landscape at a beach, and when I think of sand, I think of the little grains, like the particles. So I was able to cut up a lot of little pieces and post them together, and it looked like sand. And here's some water, here's some sky, and I did some people on the beach because I'm going to Mexico, and that's how I want to spend my time next week. Bye.
Okay, so I have to say this. I've been with this person for 22 years at this point, and when we met, we were different people. Obviously, you grew up, right? And he was a very shy person. He's in finance, you guys. Like, if you've ever met a finance person. So, wow, to be able to see so much creativity and just, wow. So, you know, invite people into what you do because you're magic. And when you share that magic, it's just everything gets better, you guys. You guys. Okay, oops. So this is my sand. Look, there's words. So thank you, Chunky Baker. Be sure to follow and love all of his desserts and future collages. That was beautiful. Okay, y'all guys. Enough of this mushy stuff. So again, I'm leaning into this story that I kind of felt upon seeing this. Okay, and then I made this confetti. Can you see this? I just wanted pink, but as it turned out, there was tons of stuff in there. So let's just go with it. So this is gonna be someone's like anniversary. I don't know, but I love it is all I can say. Cheers. So I'm from LA, right? And I used to go to there's a beach in LA. Obviously, it's a coastal city, but it's not so close to downtown, which is where I'm from. And I would take the bus, which was about 45 minutes, and I used to go to Santa Monica or Venice. And I know people say, "Oh, it's so cool." Not for an inner city kid, my friend. It was just gross and seedy. Before it was gentrified, it was just still is really. But the water's green. The water's green, and it's freezing. It wasn't until I got to go to Mexico, and really, the water that just changed my life was in Miami, as it would be. Because it's turquoise, it's clear, and it's warm. I don't know, like, wow. Like, that exists, you know? That exists. What a gift. What a gift. All right, I'm going places here. This is why I collage. So I haven't posted on Instagram because I've been busy. I've just been living. And also I'm taking some time off, honestly. I'm taking some time off to recalibrate because my birthday just passed. It's another year. And I want to make sure that I'm growing in the way that I want to grow, right? I don't want to just go on autopilot because I've done that. Believe me, I've done that many, many, many times. So maybe it's time for me to kind of just like, okay, assess and maneuver, you know? Like, where do I want to be in 5 years? Listen, I'm from that hustle culture, so constantly pivoting, and that's not a bad thing, so do it with me if you like. And go to artboss.org, and if you're looking for some guidance, it shall be provided. All right, so this is really fun. Again, this is a little bit more cryptic, right? Meaning it's not necessarily obvious what this prompt might be, but I love that, right? I said in the past, don't be basic. Don't be basic. And what I mean by that is, you know, yeah, sand is beautiful and you can use sand, but think of approaching things a little bit more idiosyncratically, right? If you think of sand and you think of that uncomfortable feeling of putting your shoes on after going to the beach, you know, what beach was it? Tell us. So to me, this is more of a love story, of a friendship, of time. That's what it is. Time. There is there's a Tori Amos song that I've listened to since I was a kid, and in the lyrics, it says, "Hello, it's me again. I'm young again." And in the same song, she says, "Time. I thought I was friends with time." And I knew if I was lucky, I would always hear these words as I aged, and I would be getting older with it, right? And it's kind of cool because, again, it's kind of that check-in, right? Like, I listened to this when I was a kid. Now I'm not. How do I feel different? How? I don't know. I'm still 16 inside. So I'm just gonna, I think, I love the idea of going ham. If you can just kind of bear yourself and just play for a minute and just go all in, I promise you, you will arrive at a very interesting place. So what I'm gonna try to do is I'm just gonna go crazy on these ends and see where it takes me. You can hang out with me or you can fast forward to see how this ends. Isn't that cool that you can do that? It's like time, right? You have more power than I do right now. It's amazing. Lean into it. Okay, what else? What else have you been eating? So yesterday, I was out with my friend Sai, who's visiting from Thailand. We went to college together. And she was gonna take me to a Thai restaurant. It was closed, whatever. But then we had truffle fries, you guys. If you're looking for joy, try anything fried, but truffle fries, my goodness. Delicious. Dun, dun, dun. I can't wait to see what I improvise today with no record playing in the live. So my aunt gets here today, which means that I won't have a studio, or it's okay, Marie, it's okay. Your presence is appreciated. Have you had guests? It's a lot, right? But it's okay. It's a lot. Or have you been a guest? That'd be nice. Okay, so I've kind of separated the dots from everything else. So now let me see if I can incorporate a little bit by overlapping the dots with the words. Yeah, I like this. Sands of time. All right, I hope you are doing whatever the heck you want with this prompt, and I want to see it. I haven't posted on Instagram on the Collage Dream either because it's a lot. It's a lot, you guys. But just logistically, it's a lot. Like having to log off from my personal account to go into the blah blah blah, and then it's under Elvis's name, and then blah blah blah. I mean, can we all just make analog art? Actually, it'd be really nice to just get together, right? Come on now. I'm liking this. Okay, so this is kind of cool. I also have this pink tape, which caught my eye, obviously. And I don't know how I can incorporate this, but let me think. So I'm looking at this. Let me see. What element? Oh, okay. I just got it. I was gonna say, what element of this can I incorporate? It'd be nice to create the shape of the infinity sign, which I'm obsessed with. because it's one of the tenets of the 6M program, right? I teach you how to navigate and create a journey around your creative practice. And then after we're done, after 6 months, after we go different ways, you and I rinse and repeat, right? Like the things that work, you do them again until they don't work. So I love the infinity sign as a way of having that meaning to represent that, right? But I don't know how I can do that with this pink, and that would annoy me. Oh, I just saw something. This is gonna be beautiful if it works. I have iridescent letters. Please let there be an 8. S'il vous plaît. Oh, there's not an 8, but there's 2 circles. I can improvise. I already used the 8. Okay. See? Rinse and repeat. Okay, I don't care. I'm gonna use 2 circles to create an 8. And in many ways, you guys, this is magic, right? This is witchcraft. This is how I'm manifesting these ideas. I'm concentrating on this idea of just promises kept. I don't need Mr. and Mrs. Crawley really, because that's not my name. So I'm just gonna do that. Oh. How precious is that? So it doesn't look so much like a infinity sign or 8, but it starts to look like a lock, right? Like a lock. And while I'm not about locking myself into people, but it is this beautiful idea of connection, right? Wow, do you see that from where I'm sitting? It's just vibrates like zzz. I love this. Let me see if I can use more of this iridescence so it doesn't feel so out of place. And one way to do that, if I haven't shared this before, is by splitting this up. Cut it up, right? So I'm just gonna do this, look. So, ooh, oh my gosh. So now I have these. Now I can spend all day and try to peel it from the thing so it sticks. I'm just gonna use my glue stick. Oh, ho, 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 ho. Look at that, you guys. It's iridescence everywhere. Spread the love, spread the magic. Yeah, I'm a big O mushy love fest. In theory. Just don't get me if I haven't had coffee or eaten. Okay, we're in the home stretch, you guys. And the cool thing is that they're not perfect, and that can be a commentary. I'm telling you, you're an artist. Whip it up. Okay. Actually, it's not that difficult to take the sticker off, so I might just do that. Did I speak too soon? Okay. Here we go, here we go. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, not that one. Oh, I'm making a mess. Then I have to clean again because I have to make this studio into a guest room. I'm not big on cleaning, you guys. I'm not dirty, but I'm just not big on cleaning. Okay, this is really beautiful. So this is not aesthetically the best collage I've ever made, but I will say I love this idea of friendship, of love, and it's getting me all warm and fuzzy inside. And I love that I can do this with collage. I love that I can do this with you, and I hope you are enjoying this and doing it yourself, because wow. Okay, did we do it? Do you see it? Is it? Can you see it? Oh my gosh. Okay, so let's make room. Let's talk about this. This is my collage, unexpectedly so. Hashtag sand. I had already come with the idea of thinking of sand as time, but I had not thought about a love story and how time plays into a love story. So I found these cups, I found the names, and they were married obviously, and then I found this on another page, promises kept. What promises are we keeping to each other? What promises are you keeping to yourself? Like I said, if my 16-year-old self loved me and was excited by what I'm doing right now, then I feel like I'm pretty successful and I've kept my promises. But let me make more promises and let me get into my 70s all happy and gay and chipper. You guys, this is Luis Martin, the art engineer. I am so privileged to be able to share this magic with you and to have you spend your time with me. I really appreciate you, and I hope you are enjoying your summer and being safe and loved. All right, I will see you here, there, and everywhere you take your phone. Cheers.